I'm gonna put the Zoom. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay. I don't want you guys to get.
I might. You'll scoot over a little bit.
I want it to be comfortable for you guys. That's okay because sometimes I'm like all over there, and then I'm like, oh shoot, he can't even see me.
Give it a little.
Yeah, someone would probably go right there.
Yeah, that's true.
And then there's that glare. Hopefully they can see me. It works.
She's a person.
I started crashing around. Yeah. With the girl, when I go by, I thought, oh, I know that. Yeah. In the spring and summer. She's I don't see that. She's like, I'll love it that when person comes, but if it's all of you guys. So what do you think? Yeah, what do you guys think? I really not here at stage we open to when it's nice weather to go out in the patio, and then I dress for I brought my hat and my jacket. I know, I was thinking that too. I was just like, I'll be flexible with whatever. I mean, it's kind of chilly right now. But yeah, whenever, if you guys are more open to outside, like I can go anywhere. I can go next week the weather. Yeah.
I definitely am up for outside.
Yeah, because then you guys, some people can feel comfortable taking off their, you can take your pants off. That could be good last summer.
Yeah, it worked out really well.
Yeah, and I teach at the tennis club, and they say like we do indoor, and they say that you can't take your mask off. So mine's like half off, like I'm like far away, and I'm yelling at you guys, and then I'm like putting it back on. So that would probably still be me outside because I don't want to walk around. I'm not, right by you without a mask. So if you guys are open to that. So should we see how the weather is excited? Yeah, and I emailed her saying like I'm open to it.
Produce
Oh, thank you. Oh, I dyed it. So.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Because I tried going that color. It's very.
I did it in January. And it was super dark, and so this is kind of a fade.
Because I tried it, and
Really?
I had to go once every 4 months because I'm a natural blonde. And it was just
Yeah, same.
I love it.
Thank you.
Oh,
It needs touch-ups, but
Still, it is really.
I appreciate that. I figured now's a good time to experiment because I don't see anyone.
I'll just yell at you guys. What color eyes?
Green.
See, me too. And
Yeah.
that's what
It's a nice combination.
it's so.
We should try it again.
I should. I do a little copper.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I got like a copper mask to use to kind of like enrich it
Yeah.
every once a week or whatever. And that seems to work well
I
too.
mean, when you
All
turn
right.
back.
Well, welcome to
So
yoga.
sweet.
Do you guys feel all right today? We're not.
What?
Do you feel all right or no?
No.
I hope so. Are you guys sore anywhere specific? Jeanette wants
That's
to
a loaded question.
Jeanette wants to do core. Core? Oh, no. Didn't Jeanette get upset? You know, like more push-ups and everyone's like, oh, like yelling at Jeanette as we're doing more push-ups. No, we'll mix it up to core. We're gonna do some balance today. So you're gonna have to use that core as well. But what, are you guys anywhere specific? No? Okay. All right, let's start lying down. Will you guys come back up?
I'm not sure.
No problem.
Yeah. If you don't come up, you guys are really, I'm like, yes. Like I would be right along with you, I wasn't teaching. So let's find, a deep stretch by reaching the arms just above your head to the wall behind us. Just get that good stretch, just feel that energy through your whole entire body. And while those arms are just above your head, maybe bring the arms just a little bit over towards the left side. So you're kind of like a little angle there. And then we slowly come back to the center, and you just gently bring the arms over to the other side. I see some new faces. I'm Whitney. I never introduced myself. I apologize. So I'm Whitney. So I teach a vinyasa style class. That means flow. But I just, I want you guys just to really be in tune with yourself. Do what feels good. So slowly come back in the center, and from here, just gently bring the knees to your chest and give them a big squeeze, rocking from side to side. And so maybe, we're like, I'm not that sore, but then once we start to move, we're like, oh, okay, I'm starting to feel this and that. And this is normal. I want you guys to feel what you're feeling in the moment. So take your time here. Maybe we continue with some gentle rocks and pelvic rotations. Maybe we just relax our feet. If we're taking care of that back, we just come back into that corpse pose with your legs long. Let's take your time. Don't feel rushed at all. Some of the leg feeders opening up their hips. We're just noticing, how we feel this morning. What's showing up physically? What do we feel? And then think about, what are the thoughts that are just popping up? The endless to-do list, the things that we did right before this class, things that we need to do after. And we call it in yoga the monkey mind. It's where the thoughts are just swinging from one branch to the next. And this is normal. We're human. We are busy. There's a lot going on. And then in yoga, it's to be a little bit more still, to find that stillness, to declutter. Let's be patient with ourselves. Our minds are all over the place. And so today I wanted to focus on the word balance, just kept on popping in my head. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed, maybe a lot of us, I know I am. But we lose our balance at times, emotionally, physically. There's a lot going on that we're stressed out. This quote that I love, it says, a yoga lifestyle isn't about never going out of balance. It's about shortening the amount of time that it takes for us to realize we've gone out of balance and do something about it. So again, it's not that, it's accepting that we will go out of balance. It's okay. It's okay if we fall down. It's okay if you feel overwhelmed. But it's about being more mindful and turning more inward. And so a lot of times when I feel overwhelmed, and it can be, a lot, I'm still a student, and even though I'm teaching you guys, I'm still a student. I'm still practicing all of this. But I want to find that stillness, and I try to come back to that breath. And so throughout this whole practice, I want us to really focus on this deep breath. And we're gonna do a lot of balance today. So I want us to be patient with ourselves. Let's just take 3 deep breaths here, just letting go of any competition that we may feel, any judgment that we may have towards other people, towards ourselves. Let that go. Let's let go of the expectation, negativity, things that are all around us that may influence us. In yoga, there's no room for that. Let's just let it go, just for an hour. Let's be more at peace with where we're at, even if we're falling down. Notice this deep inhale and exhale. And then from here, start to open and close those hands. And really notice the stretch. So you just reach and extend those fingers. Roll those wrists around. Start to wiggle those toes. Waken things up. And then from here, take another breath as we reach the arms above our head. Feel the energy through our whole entire body. Going to take one more breath. And then as we exhale, just relax the arms along the side of our body. Let's plant our feet on the mat, making sure that our knees are hip distance apart. And as we sink into the shoulders, slowly lift the hips and those glutes off the mat, coming into that bridge. And then as we exhale, slowly lower all the way back down. The moment we start to inhale, gently lift right back up. And let's start to use that breath. I wanted to use this position first. So we're gonna stand up here in a little bit. But I want us just to focus on that breath. The breath is your constant companion, it's always here. It helps us out. When we're stressed, we're overwhelmed, come back to this breath. So right now in this position, let your breath be your guide. Inhale, lift those hips. The moment we exhale, slowly lower back down. And as we do this just a few more times, maybe our breath is a little bit deeper and we pause at the top. Maybe we pause at the bottom, or maybe we're not even all the way up to that bridge and we just use the breath. It's okay. I want us just to get in the habit of noticing that inhale, exhale. A lot of times we don't have to think about our breath, it's automatic. And it's there, it's here to help us. Let's do just a couple more, just to wake up that back, sinking into the shoulders, not putting any pressure on that neck. We're using those glutes, those inner thighs, to wake us up. The next time that we sink those hips down to the mat, slowly bring the knees to our chest, give them a big squeeze, and just gently rock from side to side. Noticing that lower back. While we're here with those knees to our chest, let's just do some pelvic rotations by doing circles with those knees, so their knees are going in the same direction. And again, this is a little massage that back, but it's helping with that digestive system, our belly, releasing toxins. Let's reverse, let's go the other way. And then slowly come back into that center. Let's extend the legs up to the sky, hands behind our knees. Let's flex and point our feet. Let's stir with those big toes, really stretch out those ankles. Let's reverse, let's go the other way. Good. Let's relax our feet. And from here, we're gonna do those rock and rolls, so engage that belly. We slowly rock and roll up, and then gently rock and roll back down. So again, let's use our core here more than that momentum. Obviously, there's that momentum, but let's engage that belly. Good, couple more. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna come into a standing forward fold. So take your time to get to this position. But once we're here, you can get into it however way. So let's bend the knees, let's lengthen our legs. Let's repeat that. You guys have shoes tight? Anyone? And then from here, let's slowly lengthen our legs, our knees stop. Let's inhale, come halfway. Then exhale, let's see. Inhale, let's reverse all the way up and just reach one arm higher than the other. Let's get out of that lower back. Getting that good stretch to the side of that body. Good. And then from here, let's reach both of those arms all the way back up. Let's circle sweep those arms in front. Then inhale, reach it back up. A few more times. Inhale, let's reach. Exhale, circle sweep. And so today I want us to get a little bit heated, but we're going to just work more on our balance and good stretching. Maybe do like a couple of sun salutations just to heat up that body. Hopefully we just feel a little bit lighter after class. So from here, let's reach those arms all the way up. As we exhale, let's gently hinge down towards the mat. Keep the knees soft. We walk our fingers over to one side. Come back in the center. Let's pull to the other side. Let's come back into that center. Inhale, come halfway. Then exhale, let's see. Inhale, let's reverse all the way up. From here, open up those arms. Let's bend the knees, sweep the arms in front, find a mini back bend. Let's repeat that. sinking into those quads, lifting out of that lower back, opening up that chest. Good. Last two. Last one, let's reach those arms all the way up. As we exhale, let's hinge down towards the mat. From here, step your right foot down into that runner's lunge. We're gonna stay up today. We will go to that low lunge in no time. But let's take a little bit deeper here. Then slowly extend this leg, find this hamstring stretch. Let's pause or flow. Noticing the hips, those hamstrings, that back foot, stretching it out there. We want that hurt so good kind of thing. Can I feel that? Yeah? You're like the silence, but I see you shaking the head like, yeah. So notice that back foot. Stretch it out. Sink into that hip a little bit more. Good. And then from here, let's slowly sink a little bit deeper into this left foot. And so we really want to feel that opening in that right hip. Just drop that right hip as you sink a little bit deeper. Take another breath. Good. And then slowly lengthen this left leg with that knee soft. Even though we want it to be straight, keep that knee soft. Good job. Hamstring, so tight. Then gently sink back down into that foot. Walk around the wide side, toes to the corners of the mat. And from here, keep the knee soft as we reverse one that come all the way up. Let's find that sun squat by opening up your arms to the front and the back. Inhale, let's reach. Exhale, let's sink. Use your breath as your guide. We're going to inhale, reach those arms up, then exhale, sink into that squat. Last two. Last one, let's reach those arms all the way up. Grab the fists. Let's reach it and hinge to one side. Keep the knees soft. And then come back into center, grab that other wrist, let's reach it. Hinge to the other side. Then slowly come back into that center. From here, slowly pivot toward the front of the room. Let's find a high lunge. Good. Let's relax the shoulders away from our ears. Sinking a little bit deep in those hips. Keep this core strong. We're going to come right into a balance. Be patient with yourself as we gently hinge at those hips. Sweep those arms toward the wall behind us. We hover above the thigh. Gaze down toward those left toes. As we gently shift that weight on that left foot and extend that right foot towards the back. Breathe here. Use the breath to help us. Then slowly step that foot back, coming into that lunge. Relax the shoulders, let's sink. Let's do that a couple more times. You can speed it up or you can slow it down. Keep the core strong, keep it engaged. Then slowly step back. Good. Let's do that two more times. Slowly find that balance. And gently step it back. The next time we find ourselves in that warrior three, that balance, take an extra breath here. And then slowly step your right foot into that fold. Then reach those arms up to the sky. Good. Not so bad, right? You'll see that again, but we'll kind of change it up a little bit. So let's do it on the other side. Let's reach those arms all the way up. Oh, before we do, let's open up those arms. Bend the knees, sweep the arms, climb them back then, then sink back down. Let's use this chair just to heat that body up. Last two. Last one. Reach those arms up. As we exhale, let's hinge down towards the mat. Let's step your left foot back into that runner's lunge. Sinking just a little bit deeper into that foot, then slowly extend this leg. Find that hamstring stretch. Let's pause or float. And notice the hips and hamstrings on this side. Notice that back foot. Good job. And again, you can speed this up, you can slow it down. What's going on in our body right now in this moment on this side? Good. And then from here, let's slowly sink just a little bit deeper into that right foot. Drop that left hip. Really feel that opening there, that length in that back leg. Then slowly lengthen that right leg. Again, that knee is soft. Hovering above that thigh. Good job. Then slowly sink into that foot. We walk around the right side, fold to the corners. Knees are soft. Reverse swan dive, come all the way up. Let's find that sun squat. Open up the arms to the front and the back. Inhale, let's reach. Exhale, sink. Good. Opening up those hips, that chest. The next time that we sink down into the squat, stay here. Let's slowly drop those hands on our thighs. Bring a shoulder, and drop it over to one thigh. Then come back. Let's go to the other thigh or shoulder. Good. Nice job. And then think about twisting from that belly. We want to release any tension along that back. So you can speed this up, you can slow it down. Maybe you stay here the entire class. And then you'll meet us whenever you want us to. It's totally up to you. I'm giving you guys all these options. All right. Let's do one more each side. And then gently come back into that center. Keep the knees soft, core is strong. As we reach the arms all the way back up, slowly pivot toward the front of the room, toward that right leg. Let's find this high lunge. Relax the shoulders just away from our ears. Keep this core strong. We'll start slow. We gently hinge at those hips. Hover above that right thigh. Supports engaged. Sweep the arms to the back. Shift your weight into that right foot as we slowly lift that back foot. Maybe it stays like hovering above the mat. Then you could step it back, finding that high lunge. And then let's just repeat this. And again, this is our balance. Some days we got it, some days we don't. I want us to just have that self-love, even if we're wobbly, even if we're shaky. This is life. And again, I'm making you guys do this funky position. So again, be patient with yourself. Nice job. Couple more. Core is strong. So that's dumping into that back. Maybe the next time we find ourselves in this balance, take an extra breath. And then slowly step this left foot into that fold. Come all the way back down. Walk your fingers over to one side. Coming back, let's go to the other side. Let's come back to the center. Inhale halfway. Exhale, sink. Inhale, reverse all the way up, reaching one arm higher than the other. Are you guys getting more? A little bit. Okay. Let's just do some slow sun salutation. We're going to add some twists too. So let's reach both of those arms all the way up. Let's open up the arms, bend the knees, sweep the arms, find a mini back bend. Let's repeat that just 2 more times. Okay. One more. And next time those arms are up, take a deep breath. As we exhale, let's hinge down towards the mat. Step your right foot back into that lunge. Stay down, slowly lift up. Relax the shoulders, sink into those hips. Just take 2 deep breaths here. Nice job. Take a deep inhale. As we exhale, drop down toward the mat. Step your left foot back into our first downward facing dog. Let's just bicycle those heels one at a time. Exaggerate these bends so we really feel a stretch in those calves. Shift the hips a little bit from side to side. You guys have done down dog, thousands of times, but today's a new day. What are we feeling right now? We're kind of playing around with our down dog. And then you have the option just to relax the heels, knees are soft, lift that tailbone a little bit higher, stay here with this back stretch, or let's take our first vinyasa by shifting into that plank, knees or toes. As we exhale, lower halfway, we're gonna drop to that cobra, or lift up and find up dog. Use that core to lift us back up into that down dog. From here, let's extend your right leg up to the sky, shake it out, open up that hip. When we're ready, sweep your right foot through. Take your time to get here. Once we're here, left hand stays, let's twist to the right side. Good. Take a deep breath. As we exhale, relax your right hand. Left foot steps into our fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, sink. Inhale, reverse all the way up. And open up those arms. Bend those knees. Inhale, let's reach. Exhale, let's sink. Last two. Last one. Let's reach those arms all the way up. As we exhale, let's hinge down towards the mat. Slowly step your left foot back. We were just here with that twist, but not through with that high lunge. Just stay down. Let's lift up. Good job. Relax the shoulders. Let's sink a little bit deeper. Nice. Take a deep inhale. As we exhale, relax down. Step that right foot back into that down dog. Again, stay here with this down dog. Get that good stretch. Or let's take a vinyasa. This might be our last vinyasa. Shifting into that plank. Lower halfway. Cobra or up dog. Good job. Use that core. Let's lift back up. Let's extend that left leg up to the sky. Shake it out. Open up that hip. When you're ready, sweep that left foot through. Take your time. Right hand stays. Let's twist to the left side. Take another breath. Then as we exhale, relax your left hand. Step that right foot into our fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, sink. Inhale, reverse all the way up. Reach one arm higher than the other. All right, I'm sweating. Now. So just at the very beginning, what we did with that sun squat and balance, we're gonna do that again, but we're gonna add more to the balance. Be patient with ourselves. Let's reach both of those arms all the way up. Open up those arms. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms up. And gently sink back down. Good. Last two. One more. Reach those arms all the way up. As we exhale, let's hinge down towards the mat. Step your right foot back into that runner's lunge. Sinking a little bit deeper here, then slowly extend that leg. Pausing or flowing. And then from here, let's slowly sink into that left foot. Walk around the wide side, toes to the corners. With those knees soft, let's reverse one to come all the way up. Let's find that sun squat, gently sink. Inhale, reach, exhale, sink. We're gonna go at our own pace. And remember, I'm not really breathing, I'm talking. So I might be a little bit faster. So use that breath to guide you. The next time that we come down into the squat, let's pause. Slowly bring those hands on our heart. Feet could be glued to the mat, or slowly lift up one heel, then the other. We can continue just to pedal. But if we want to, we can lift onto the balls of our feet and sink those hips. Taking 3 deep breaths. One more. And then flat those heels. Inhale, let's reach those arms all the way up. Slowly pivot. towards the front of the room. Let's find this high lunge. Okay, good job. So from here, we're gonna slowly hinge those hips, hover, let that thigh, you reach those fingers to the wall behind us. Start to shift your weight into that left leg as we reach this right foot off the mat. But instead of dropping into that lunge, engage that belly and bring that right knee to your chest as you reach your arms up to the sky. And then slowly sweep this back to that warrior 3. And then gently come back up and just go at your own pace. We're going to be working that left ankle. Just keep on breathing. If we're shaky or wobbly, that's okay. I want you guys to smile. Nice. Maybe do one more. Warrior 3. And then gently come back up into this little knee to chest. So from here, gently drop this left hand onto that right knee. And then guide the knee across your body as you open up a little bit more to the right side. Coming into that standing spinal burning twist. And then coming back into that center. From here, step that foot all the way down. Drop that right knee. Oh my gosh, you guys are so mad at me right now. That ankle hurts so bad. It hurts so good. And then slowly extend this leg. Let's pause or flip. It's gonna feel right not to do this. Okay. So again, notice the hips and those hamstrings and those ankles. Did it burn? Yeah. We need to strengthen our ankles. As we get older, we lose balance. So we need to really strengthen all the tendons, everything around that ankle. So again, take your time with this, how we feel. Okay. Nice job, you guys. And then from here, let's slowly sink into this left foot. Tuck those back toes. Step your right foot into our fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, sink. Inhale, reverse all the way up. And from here, let's make fists with our hands and bring the fist in the small of that back. Relax the shoulders and just open up your chest towards the sky. Just lifting that sternum. Okay, getting out of that back to move those hips go a little bit forward. And we just bring the shoulder blades together. Finding that camel pose. Open up that chest. Take another deep breath. And then just slowly come back in the center. Let's inhale, reach those arms up. As we exhale, gently come down into that fold. And just sway those hands, those arms from side to side. That good stretch, not that. And then coming back into that center. From here, step that left foot back into that runner's lunge. Sinking a little bit deeper into that hip. Then slowly extend this leg. Find that hamstring stretch. Let's pause our flow here. And then just slowly sink into that right foot. Walk around the wide side, toes to corners. Keep the knees soft as we reverse one out. Come all the way up. Let's find that sun squat. Open up those arms, sink into those hips. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink. Last 2. As we sink into the squat, pause here. Place those hands together at heart. And again, just as we did before, we can pedal one heel at a time. We're slowly just lift onto the balls of our feet. Sink those hips. Take 3 deep breaths wherever more. And then slowly connect those heels. Inhale, reach those arms up. Pivot towards the front of the room. Let's find that high lunge. Relax the shoulders. And then from here, gently hinge those hips. Sweep those arms to the back. Hover. Shift your weight into that right foot. Left foot lifts. Then gently bring that left knee to your chest. Arms up. And then gently hinge back to that warrior three. So again, your core is holding you up, and that ankle. Engage that belly. Keep on breathing. Sometimes we tend to hold our breath when things are a little hard. Just keep it going. Let's do one more warrior three. And then next time, we bring that knee to that chest, stay here, and then gently bring this right hand across, grab that knee, and then just bring that knee toward the right side, open up to the left, finding that little spiral twist. Now it's burning. Let's reach those arms back up. Then gently hinge back, drop that foot. Nice, drop that left knee. Sink into that foot, slowly extend. Nice job, you guys. Nice. Breathe, let's notice the hips, those hamstrings. And then from here, let's slowly sink a little bit deeper into that right foot. From here, sweep that foot behind, find that tabletop. Let's shift those hips just a little bit from side to side. And if you're really tight, like I already feel my hips, just in a simple little stretch. So remember all of these stretches and apply them every day into your life. Let's slowly work our way back into that center, and let's reach the shoulders, coming into that calf, chin to that chest, and then open up that heart, coming into that top. Let's repeat that. Let's inhale, open up, exhale, shoulders reach. And close those eyes, and just take advantage of the heat that we built up for this pose to release anxiety, stress. Helps us declutter the thoughts. Good. And then from here, let's slowly work our way back into that tabletop. We're going to gently kickstand that left foot to the side of the room. Extend your right foot and open up towards the right side. So right hand be up to the sky or above that ear, just to get a good stretch. And maybe we can open up that chest a little bit more to the sky, just to lengthen the side of that body. And then just relax this right hand, and then from here, find that tabletop, kickstand that right leg, open up that left. Again, option just to go as deep as we like. And that good opening in the side. Let's do that one more time. Plant that hand, kickstand that foot, open up to the right side. Good. Then relax that right hand. Last time, kickstand your right foot, open up to the left side. And then gently relax. This left hand come back to that tabletop. I think we did this a couple of weeks ago. We're gonna stretch out our calves a little bit. So from here, if we need more padding to the knee, you can always roll the mat over. But let's lift your right foot up off the mat. Now bring that right knee onto your left calf, and you're gonna massage it. You're gonna press into it And then slowly go all the way down to that ankle. At first you're like, what are we doing? It's like we're giving ourselves a massage. I can't come around and massage you guys. So here it is. But you can go deeper or you back up. It's kind of like you don't realize how sore. Is anyone feeling this? It's like you don't realize how tight you are in that daily calf. And then I feel it in that ankle. So I kind of press a little bit in that ankle. You go on that side. Yeah. Who knew that we had access to it? If you're running, biking, when you're ready, let's just slowly release. Come back into that tabletop. Before we do the other side, come back into that center, shift forward, add that yogi push up. Use your core, sneak into that child's pose. Let's repeat that. Use that core to lift you up. Hover above the mat. You never drop all the way down. Good. And then next time we sink into that child's pose, stay down here and walk the fingers over to one side. Get a good side stretch. Coming back. Slowly come back into that center. When you're ready, come back up. You can stay in that child's pose or come up into that tabletop. Now lift that left foot. I already forgot. And then bring that knee over to that other calf. Do that massage. So good. By that ankle that we just worked. Notice this side, so the same kind of tightness, about the same. So remember this, you love the stretch. We don't really stretch out our calves. So just think about massaging, releasing all that fascia that generates every night, that tightness. This is releasing that. When you're ready, let's come back into that tabletop. And then from here, let's sit down on our glutes, sweeping our feet around, starting to scoot up. Before we roll down, hands on our shins. Let's reach the shoulders, chin to that chest. Good stretch along that back. And open up the heart. And let's just repeat this a few more times. Let's inhale. Open up that heart. Exhale, shoulders reach. And all that tension carried in the shoulders and that back cat and cow is really good to release all the anxiety, stress that we're holding every day. And then slowly work our way back into that center. From here, place our hands behind our knees. Gently roll down onto our backs. Bring the knees to our chest, rocking from side to side. Before we get completely relaxed, there's a request for some core.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Great, you guys might hate this. But from here, plant the feet. Let's do the eagle crunches. Yeah?
Yes.
So those are biggies. All right, so from here, let's do our feet first. So extend your right foot up. Let's flex and point that foot. Stir with those toes. Reverse. And then just relax that right leg, that right knee on top of that left knee. And from here, lift that left foot off the mat. And that foot can just like that right leg can hang out, or you can wrap it behind that shin. We're coming into that eagle. Reaching our arms up to the sky. Bring your right arm underneath your left. Wrap the forearms around. So now we're on eagle pose, but we're on the mat. But from here, we're going to gently bring our knees and elbows towards the center, kind of tap with the elbow, lift the shoulders, and then gently extend back to that eagle pose. Then inhale, slowly bring it in. Good. Let's do that a few more times. Good job. Nice. Let's do 3 more. Last one. And then slowly unravel. Open up those arms and the feet wide to the mat and drop the knees over to one side. Good job together. Come back, let's go to the other side. So when we are in that full eagle pose, I mean, not only are we doing crunches with it, but with your legs and your arms, this helps with your digestive system. This helps release toxins in your belly. So you're kind of double doing a lot when you're doing the full eagle expression. Let's slowly come back into that center. Then from here, bring our feet hip distance apart. Extend that left leg up. Let's flex and point that foot. Stir with those big toes. Reverse. And then when you're ready, cross that left knee on top of that right side. Lift that right foot off the mat. Bring that left foot underneath that shin. Now left arm reaches up, or both arms reach up. Left arm underneath your right. Wrap the forearms around. Find the eagle pose. Then gently bring the knee and elbow towards the center, lifting those shoulders. Then inhale, let's lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. So you want to find that length. With the eagle, then you bring it in. Bring that belly in. Again, that's releasing toxins. Good. 3 more. Nice job, that's one. And then slowly open up your feet to the wide side of the mat, or the width of the mat, reaching those arms to the side. Drop both of the knees to one side. Then come back, feet are still wide. Drop them to the other side. Good job. Do that a couple more times. And after we've done both sides equally, we can come back in the center. We can continue to do that, or we can do any additional stretching that we want to do. Maybe we need to do some more core, maybe pigeon pose, hip openers, back to bridge. Leaving all of those options up to you. So just kind of take your time with your stretching. Don't feel rushed. Just do what feels good. And again, don't feel rushed, but when you feel content to come into a comfortable position for Shavasana, again, take your time there. The legs can be long, the feet can be planted. Still be more stretching. So wherever we're at, let's close those eyes. Take a deep inhale. And as we exhale, let's sink even into that stretch or into that mat just a little bit more. Notice how our body feels from head to toe. Physically, after just an hour of moving and releasing toxins and stress, how do you feel? You start to notice the thoughts that are popping up. Honor them. And this is, even though a lot of us want to be in this position, this is actually the heart's position. This is where we need to declutter. Your mind doesn't need to be blank in order to meditate. You just need to let things go. And going back to that balance where we sometimes lose ourselves. We lose the balance. Fall down, we're shaky. Unexpected things happen. That's normal. But if we come back to that breath, we just have moments of stillness, that's what we need to kind of reset. I'm going to end by reading this quote from Brene Brown, which says, "Stillness is not about focusing on nothingness. It's about creating an emotional clearing to allow ourselves to feel, think, to dream, and question." So let's just try for just the next few minutes of class to find some stillness to just reset that balance. Deep breath, reach the arms above our head, wall behind us. Feel that energy, that breath, your entire body. Take our time to bring our knees to our chest, rocking from side to side. Going over onto our left or our right side. Take our time. And once we're here, let's just drop our head over towards the shoulder. Down to that chest. To that other shoulder. Do that one more time. Slowly work our way back into that center. From here, take a deep breath. Let's reach those arms all the way up. As we exhale, palms come together, down towards our heart. Take a moment here. Just honor ourselves, honor how we felt this moment. And down towards our heart. Namaste. Good job, you guys. Thanks for coming. Enjoy the beautiful weather. You guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.